Hey boys, I just wanted to make a short and sweet one talking about the state of affairs in Forza Horizon 6 in regards to PR stunts, specifically drift zones. I know there's kind of some exploiting going around on all of the PR stunts, but the ones that I'm now the most familiar with are in the drift zone areas. This video is going to be mostly griping and kind of highlighting what's going on. There's already a couple videos on this topic that have gotten some traction, so I'm hopefully just kind of going to do my part and bring as much attention to it as possible and hope it gets fixed. If that's not really the type of content you're wanting to watch right now, I don't expect you to stick around, so I'll catch you in the next video. If you are planning on sticking around, let me demonstrate what's going on. So we've spent the last couple of days here teaching a few of my buddies who don't know how to drift. We've mainly been running in this small little inner city run zone. It's short, it's sweet, it's really nice. We've managed to get a 61,000 point score, which I think is okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but you know, saw the leaderboard after running it, and I think, can we view the leaderboard from here? How do we, yeah, view the leaderboard. And so I saw some points on top. I was giving people the benefit of the doubt. I didn't think anything bad was going on. I don't think there's cheaters. The scores didn't look like modded scores. Like I've seen in other video games, you know, there's like a chunk of leaderboards, people towards the top, and then there's just like modders and it just blows the lid off and it's ridiculous. I'm not the most familiar with Forza and how it works, but if we change the filter to look at like the top scores right now, 110,000 points in this zone. I found out yesterday that really for drift zones, if you're using rear wheel drive, you lose. If you're going for points, you lose. You're not competitive. All wheel drive is meta. There's nothing you could do to really beat it. I think that sucks. I think zones should be specific to like rear wheel drive, all wheel drive. They should be separated, because I think if you like all wheel drive, you should get to participate, but that would be like scoring an S2 class car against a C class car. There's no real competitive pairing here, so that's kind of stupid for a leaderboard, but it is what it is. That's not even what's going on here though. These people that are getting 110,000, like these score, this leaderboard is like busted. I can't even scroll. Super great. Oh, there it goes. It's just lagging like crazy. Whatever. Anyways, they're basically double the points that I have spent days grinding for this leaderboard. I'm not the best drift king in the world. I'm not expecting to be number 1 or top 100 or top 1,000. I don't know. I don't really care that much. It's just fun. However, after hours across multiple days of doing the zone, I thought I put in a really good run. It looked good. It scored well. Everything as far as drifting the course was, I mean, it was good enough. Not even nowhere near competitive. So I'm like, damn, these guys must have really cool cars and they must be doing really cool lines. And I've been trying to figure it out. Nope. Caught a couple of videos earlier this morning as I was waking up and having my first coffee of people talking about the subject, and here's what you can do in Forza Horizon 6. Why? Don't know. Let's demonstrate a semi-normal run, right? Like I'm not warmed up. This isn't gonna be a high score run. Who cares? That's not the point. Just put down a normal run. Right? Okay. Cool. 46,000 points. Whatever. Mediocre. Okay. That was staying on the pavement. Now, I can grind that until I get the perfect corner, the everything, speed, weight trend, everything's perfect, and the most I can pull is about 61,000 doing that. Let me show you what you can do now, and we're still in rear-wheel drive. Why can't I go off the course to extend what I'm doing? I can, why am I scoring right now? What is this? So if I take all-wheel drive to this and just extend the entire lap, I can keep scoring? Like, I don't get it. Why am I still scoring now? Do you see the problem here? If I do that enough times, I'm going to make it through the zone and it's not going to fail me. If I bring out an all-wheel drive car and spend an hour figuring out the boundaries of where I can do that, like, I hope you guys can see. I hope that that's really clear that there's only so much track to drift on if you stay on the pavement here. it's short comparatively, right? If I bring this all the way out and I can still keep scoring out here, which I'm still in the drift zone and I'm still getting points, like, I can double my track length here. It's making rear-wheel drive completely irrelevant if you're caring about leaderboard points, but it's also just really boring. Like, what's the point of the course? I put a lot of time into doing the leaderboard thing. It was fun. It's still fun to put together a clean line, but the competitive side of it is a joke. I mean, if you're trying to be like, hey, I got top whatever, who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. Some of us that bought the game early, I mean, we're clowns for our own reasons, right? But, I mean, this ain't really cheap, and games aren't $60 no more, so even if you bought the game normally, you still paid $70, and there's still stupid shit like this in this game. I don't know. I'm more, I think, annoyed that it's not even cheaters, really. The game is just set up like this. Like, you could just do this. You don't need to, like, pause menu glitch or rewind, whatever the hell. Like, I don't know. I've heard there's things like pause menu glitching for other PR stunts to get ridiculous high scores, and you're invalidating the entire reason there's a leaderboard system by allowing that type of thing to happen. Exploits are one thing, bugs are another. If you can do some type of like game input that bugs out the way it's receiving your score, and therefore you get a false score and it puts you at the top of the leaderboard, that's a Playground Games issue to figure out behind the scenes. They gotta, I don't know. I just buy the product and play the damn game. So, but like this is intentional. Why is the drift zone 3 times the width of the actual track? I have to imagine that that was an intentional boundary that was set. How that happened, I have no idea, considering that there are like the zone flags that we can see. Why do they exist? And this isn't specific to this zone. I'm pretty certain here. Let's just pick any zone that has like an out of bounds area that we can do. Okay, so we're here at the Tokyo City docks. This is just the next one I picked. I haven't even done this zone yet, but I figured it's on pavement. If it has any room next to the flags, I bet you it's the exact same thing. So let's find out together if it's the same thing. So here's the start of the drift zone. Here's our flags. Cool, all right, let's score. Oh, here's our next set of flags. You know what? Let's ignore them. Oh, how about that? I can just drift completely outside of the zone. I can almost double the length of this course by not adhering to the boundaries. I could take wider cuts, get wider angles. What's the point of this? If you don't know this, then you're like me and you're just wasting your time trying to set down the cleanest run like a dummy when you could just be driving like a gorilla. Like, I don't know. This is ridiculous. I hope they do something about this. I would love to see the leaderboards get completely wiped and all of these zones get adjusted. That would be an ideal solution for this particular problem. I don't think they should be handing out like bans for people doing that, because that's just a game mechanic, and if it's there, then I mean, it's not really your fault. The game's letting you do it. It seems like it's in the rules and it's intentional. If I grabbed like an all-wheel drive car that was twice the horsepower and just threw it through that track, like that would probably be fun too. It's not rear-wheel drive drifting through the course like I want it to be, but it, you know, it's something different, but it is what it is. There's other exploits and that sound more like cheating. We're figuring out, like I kind of mentioned on earlier, with, you know, certain inputs in the game you can give while you're scoring on different PR events, and it like multiplies what you're doing. That is a different story. I think that you should be, maybe your account should be looked at and, you know, whatever. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments below if you'd like the leaderboards to be reset, give everybody a fresh start, if you want all the zones to be tightened up to actually adhere to the flags and give you a reason to go through the course as it was designed. All right, hopefully that wasn't too long. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.